Definitely. Reason why I am today because of my mentor. Glad for this group, and we're gonna have the men in the house. A lot of women y'all can teach us stuff. So it's a blessing, and thank you very much for being here. Thank you for being beside my family. Through a tough time. Thank you too, Pastor. I thank you, everyone. Carol, it's a blessing. Thank you.
You, everyone. I just want to, the last thing before we do our, we're going to pass out some index cards. Maggie's going to pass them out to you. But the last thing I just wanted to say to you is, we make things important that we want to make important. When your friend calls you and says there's a dance on Saturday night, you find a way to get the outfit, get your nails did, your hair did, get the new shoes, and get out there looking fly as can be at that dance. When someone says, do you want to go shopping? You put on the comfortable sneakers and the leggings and the hair up in a bun and all of that, and then you hit the road shopping. What we're doing right here is just as important. Just how when you wake up in the morning, you think twice before you call out for work, we want you to think twice before calling out for these meetings. We're about to really do some amazing things within this group. And we want you to be a part of it. As a matter of fact, more than one, we need you to be a part of it. We can't, the five of us can't do this by ourselves. So we're asking, please, to make the commitments. When we have a meeting, please try to come out. If you can't come out, tell somebody else about it. If you're on Facebook, you should be following our page. You should look for our page on Facebook and definitely be following us. We post inspirational messages almost every single day, sometimes more than once a day. And we also post information about upcoming events. Please, if there's something going on in your life, you need a prayer. You need people to keep you uplifted in prayer. If you had a marriage, if you had a loss in your life and you would like people to keep you in prayer, reach out to Joanne or myself or Maggie and let us know, and we will take care of that. We will make sure that we pass that information on to whoever you would like to receive. And so we thank you again for choosing to spend your Saturday here with us instead of at the mall or at the beauty store or wherever it was that you were going to be today. And we're trying not to keep you too long. The cards that we handed out, Maggie's going to explain to you exactly what those cards are for, okay?
I don't know about you, but I'm going to the mall after work. Okay, so I passed out cards and pens. So if you have any ideas, anything that you want that the group would like, to do, like the next meeting we have, we need you because as much as we pour into you, we want you to pour back into us. And each and every one of you are important to us, okay? Just as much as we're important to you. So please, put your ideas, and on the back of it, put your name and your phone number, because we'll call you and talk to you about your ideas, okay? Don't be shy. Put anything. If you want to talk about cooking, because some people don't have to cook. I won't start talking. I know how to cook, but my mother's for me. So anyway, cooking. Maybe we can know about cooking class. Yes. Maybe there's somebody who's vegan and maybe has some vegan options, or maybe something like low sodium type eating, or somebody who knows how to paint, draw, or something. We could have maybe a sip and paint. Any ideas that you want, to happen. Just like, for example, we're gonna have like self-care day where we can have like our nails done, maybe not hair. I mean, I could bring some wigs, or some makeup done or something like that, self-care. So put your ideas, put your phone number and your name on the back of it, and then we'll collect it at the end. Okay? Thank you.
I just want to say one quick thing. Everybody knows my wife. Look at my wife, how beautiful she looks. I am so proud of her. She made up in her mind what she wanted to do. And she said, I'm going to do this. She eats like a squirrel. it drives me crazy because I lose my mind. But it's good because what she don't need, I get. I got this problem here, but that's what we take care of it. But I'm really proud of her. You know,
Nice.
she's come a long way. You know, it's been a fight.
Sure.
We're gonna keep fighting.
Sure.
And we're gonna keep doing it right. And I love you, baby.
Hey, now I'm gonna brag. Do you know that I introduced these two? I wasn't gonna say that before, but since I can say that now. So I'm gonna take all the credit in the world. Introduce you to someone? I got you. Anybody else? That's gonna be one of our workshops. We're gonna have a workshop right here. You watch. I'm gonna hook y'all up. But anyway, I just want to extend our thanks again to Carl and Joanne for all of that they are doing and spearheading the Carl David Richardson Foundation. Of course, we all wish that we didn't have to have a foundation for that reason, but we know that Carl's name will never be silenced, ever, because we will continue to keep it alive. Everyone out there, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a neighbor, tell a coworker about the Women Helping Women Empowerment Group and now the Men's Initiative under the Carl David Richardson Foundation, and bring your friends with us. It is a fun couple of hours. You come, you eat, you laugh, you fellowship, you learn something new, and we definitely are going to do that self-care one, so we want to see the place packed for the self-care workshop. Look out for the flyers for that too. I just want to open the floor for a few minutes. Is there anybody that wants to say anything or ask anything or
Promote your business.
Anyone? Anybody got a small business thing they want to hook up, talk about? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Here's some of
Hello, hi everybody. I'm Shine 360. I think it's so important. I think everybody should spend that $10 a year. It's super duper important. I work with people with mental illness for over 10 years, and it means a lot to me. A lot of the crimes that goes on in our neighborhood is, people with mental illness. And as she said, if we could catch it ahead of time, it would be really great. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time when you see the cops shooting down our brothers in the street, a lot of times we know them. I'll be like, that's Billy that got the little, and everybody sends him to the store. And, if somebody had helped Billy with his mental illness, the cop would have shot him down, and if that cop was properly trained, he would have recognized Billy's sickness. So I think this is really important. I think we as a race is really behind when it come on to mental illness. We said, oh, that lady, she could be, she killed baby, but guess what? Crazy, but mental illness. We said crazy, but I mean, so we need yes. A lot of people need help. We need to recognize it's a real sickness. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. Very good.
Okay, I have to say this because I've been suffering depression since my son died.
Sure.
And I go in and out of it. So I know firsthand about mental illness, depression, and what it does to you. I saw a commercial where it talked about how someone's bones would just hurt. And they couldn't just get out of the bed. I spent weeks in the bed, just to get up and shower. Sometimes I need to do that. And I know what depression is. Now I'm still in it, but I'm blessed that I have my moments where I can rise, through some serious prayer from my pastor, my church, my wife. I know that I'm coming through it, but it's a serious thing, and don't sleep on it, because it can kill. And it can take to that point where I was driving once, and the Lord woke me up, before I hit that wall, because that depression took me away, and I wasn't looking at what I was doing, so, we got to build a relationship relationships that turn to things that you would affect you with some help. I'm getting help. You know, I'm going to get through this. Everything is it's not going to be all right, but I'm going to get better. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else? Here we go.
Hello, my name is Danielle Morris McBain. My mom is Minister Morris. I remember I came the last group. She was telling me about this engagement, and I was meaning to go. I was one time whenever my daughter was sick, but evidently the last meeting I came with my daughter, and it was such an empowering group program to help women as well as families. And then on top of that, you got to realize that we live in a day and age in a society that we may wear a mask going out, but then at the same time also you live a life full of different issues, different I would say challenges at work, challenges on the train, challenges with relationship, challenges as parenting challenges, and you never know what people go through. So this also helps men as well as women because they don't have outlets anymore. When I grew up, you knew certain people that you can run to, you can talk to, but then at the same time also, there's a generation behind us that has to be targeted to let them know what is ahead of them. And a lot of times is when they get into marriages, when they get into families, they face different expectations that are not reached because people are not educating their children growing up. Then you have youth that are trying to establish themselves and they're giving up because it takes a very long process. So you have to, we have to educate the youth growing up. We have to educate generations that are in high school now that think I can do everything by myself when you can't do everything by myself. They're the children that when they reach the 9th grade, they're being faced into drugs. They're being faced into alcohol. They're being faced into a whole lot of different things. Identity crisis here and there. I work with children that are mentally disabled and children that are not even reached that point yet. Denial, you know, because they're okay, that's my child. But you have to educate parents, educate youth, educate women, because you have to take care of yourself. I can test to it, and I can say my mom is such an empowering woman that I can tell her and say, wow, I don't know how you raised 4 children and still standing right now. Because at the same time too, you have to educate youth, everyone you have to educate. Don't be afraid to talk to, because the next person you sit next to, you never know what you are preventing by saying hello, by saying good morning, because you may never know if the person is staying with somebody that don't even talk to them. Okay, and they're waiting for somebody to talk to them. So you have to look at it and say, if I was the person in somebody else's shoes, what do I want others to do for me? Okay, what goes around comes around. Well, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Don't let it stop here. Take it to your church. Take it everywhere. Don't be afraid, because you got churches that are dying and little by little decreasing because of the crisis that are going on in their homes. Okay? God put wisdom on this earth. God put wisdom in important people. He said, utilize the talents and the gifts that I have given you. If you go forth the license for mental health, take it to your church, because that's wisdom. That's wisdom, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they try to hold on till they get to the church. And they don't have nobody to turn to. So When you leave here, take it everywhere you go. And say hi to somebody, because you never know what you're preventing. You never know what you're doing. You never know that you're bringing hope. By you coming out of your house and showing up, that's hope for somebody else. For coming out here, that's hope for somebody else. Invite the children, because children are important. They're the next generation that we have to train up. They're the next generation that soon will have a voice. And they have a voice, so we got to give them a chance. But we have to spread the word. And then when you spread the word, tell the congressmen, tell them, because they have what you need. But we have to spread the word and spread to someone else. Pick up the phone and call somebody that you have not called before. Pick up the phone and say, hi, how you doing? Are you okay? Everything all right? Because you never know that you're making a difference. Be encouraged, because God uses people in so many different ways. He said he takes the foolish things to confound the wise. Okay? God will put even networking of churches, networking of hospitals, networking of everything, because it's a need that has to be reached, and it's up to us. We hold every hat in the world. If you had a hat in your house from every shelf of every little thing, that's something you put on a hat. If to talk to somebody, put on a hat to cook, put on a hat to this. And even men, they're the silent, but they hold a burden that only the Lord knows how to speak to. They may not speak so much, but their actions and they're just the quietness of walking and just sitting there. You never know, but it's amazing that God is using men and women to stand for something and to encourage those that are in need right now in this time, but to help others, continue to help others, continue to watch over each and every one and talk, because it's needed. It's needed.
Somebody say hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on, shout hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on, shout hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen. I'm so grateful to God for this forum. You know, Sister Carol said, if you have a medical problem, go see your doctor. If you have a legal problem, go see your lawyer. Yes. If you have a dental problem, go see your dentist. If you have a spiritual problem, come see me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You know, back in our church, we have what we call the priceless ladies. We call them the priceless ladies. You know, because women are so valuable. Some of us don't know. Not only this, go to church. Church is a good place. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I know sometimes church is not all that, but I'm telling you, church is always a good place. Yes. 10 years, 20 years. Hallelujah. Verse 20 says, in her mouth is the law of kindness. Yeah. Is the law of kindness. In her mouth is the law of kindness. Is it not so that women judge each other so harsh? We judge each other so harsh. The men don't even judge us, we judge each other. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? We judge each other, we don't know the two sides, and we already judge it. We look at, like she was saying, you look at someone, you know, I mean, who was talking to me? Yes, Dr. Zoe. You don't know what's going on in their heart, but you're already judging them. I'm encouraging us to be that lady that will have kindness from her mouth. In her mouth is the law of kindness. Thank you very much.
I guess I spent too much time on Instagram, because I saw something on Instagram that says it's cool to be kind. And it is. All right, so remember that when you deal with people, anywhere you see them, even a smile, that's kindness. In 1993, I moved from Canarsie, Brooklyn to Central New Jersey. And we were one of a few Black families there. And I remember that, yeah, right. Carl remembers that. And I remembered walking into the Pathmark grocery one morning just to get some groceries. And I was just so starstruck because when you walked in, they asked you if you wanted a cup of coffee. I mean, they literally just brewed coffee and they would give it to you. So I got my little cup of tea and I drank my cup of tea and then I went on. And lo and behold, halfway through my shopping, I looked up and there was another person of color. And so again, I made eye contact and I smiled and that person looked at me like I was invisible. There are only so many people of color in East Brunswick, New Jersey, okay? Even to this day. We usually know each other. When we see each other in the street, you know, that's so-and-so's parent, that's this one's grandmother, that's whatever. If the cops have someone stopped in my town and it's a child of color, literally traffic comes to a halt because all the parents of color start looking to see whose child that is. But that's just it. Just like Pat said, stop judging people. Stop looking at people. You don't know what's in their heart, what's in their mind, what's going on in their home, at their job. You have no idea what they're going through. Don't look at the way somebody's dressed and judge them. You have no idea. I love to shop, but there are days when I wake up and I'm just like, what kind of world is this that we're living in? And like Carl said, you just can't get out the bed. So it doesn't matter. I can get up and put on whatever I want to, and you looking at me thinking, wow, she got it all together. You don't. Or you're looking at someone who comes out that just put on what they had in their hands, and they may be somebody that really has got it together financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, every possible. So let's stop judging. Let's make it a judgment-free zone, especially when we come to the judgment-free zone. No matter what you need to say, you can say it, and it's good in here, okay?
Amen.
I just want to remind you that coming up after Thanksgiving is Black Friday, and then the Saturday is Small Business Saturday. So on that Saturday after Thanksgiving, it's a big initiative where you support small businesses. So whatever that small business is, instead of shopping at Macy's, maybe you can go get that pants at someone else's business. I don't know, whichever business you choose. And then there's Cyber Monday, and then there's Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is a day, it's a big initiative worldwide where you give to different organizations. So there are many organizations like the Carl Richardson Foundation and 3Ds Aftercare Inc. that you can give, and Facebook and PayPal are matching 5% of whatever you give. So if you don't remember anything else, you remember the Saturday after Thanksgiving, you support small businesses. If your friends have a small business, you know someone has a small business, that's one of the big initiatives. And then Giving Tuesday, it should be all over Facebook, all over. There are many organizations that are part of Giving Tuesday, and Facebook is matching whatever the donation you make because they're doing really great things like the Carl Richardson Foundation and 3D. We collect our scholarship money on that day. So just support small business. And if you are trying to start a small business or you have ideas and you want to branch out, it's a good place to come look at information to other. And the thing about it is, I know sometimes you don't want to come here or other places. Like for me, Saturdays are so crazy because I go from one event to another event to another event. And that's not because I'm not tired, it's because if I want people to support me, I support them. That's just how it works. So I think
Oh, wait, I just heard, who's running in the marathon? Okay. CR shirts? Okay, we have, on Carl's job, there are 2 runners that are doing the TCS New York City Marathon tomorrow. Anybody here doing it? No, okay. That are going to be wearing shirts. So look for them. And, sometimes they show the runners that are running on the team out there on the street actually, and make sure that you're prepared to say that's my foundation right there. Okay, so the 2019, our next meetup will be the mental health training here on December 15th at 9 a.m. so you can get your certification. Please be on time. After that, we will let you know when we have at that training. We'll let you know when our next Women Helping Women Empowerment Group meeting is going to be. Okay? And meeting is going to be. Okay? And before we go, we always close the way that we open. So may I ask, Pastor, would you be able to do a closing prayer for us? Thank you. Prayer for us? Thank you.
Hallelujah. Father, can we stand up for a moment? Can we stand up? Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Lift your hands up. God, touch us, surrender. You can't live life for us by yourself. Lift up your hands. Tell Lord, I surrender. I surrender. Tell him I surrender, Lord. Said I surrender, Lord. Tell him I surrender, Lord. Said I surrender, Lord. Lord, help me. Help me. Help my family. Help my children. Hallelujah, Lord. Hallelujah, Lord. Help my husband. Help my family, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name. Father, we give you praise. We give you glory. We thank you, Lord, because you always hear us. Your word says, when you call upon me, I will answer. I will not only answer, I will show you greater might things that you cannot figure out by yourself. Lord, we are here, oh God. We came, oh God, to fight for one another, not to fight against each other. We are here to fight for one another, that we can live our best life here. In the mighty name of Jesus. Lord, you know those that are going through struggles, challenges, oh God, because they know even as our faces are different, so are our individual challenges. Lord, you promise to meet your children at the point of their need. So this afternoon we ask that you meet each and every one of us at the point of our needs. Father, let there be no more depression, no more frustration, no more failures. In the mighty name of Jesus, no more tragedies, oh God. In the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, bless your people indeed. These are your people. These are your people. Bless us indeed. Bless our going out and our coming in. To the Lord, every challenge, whatever the enemy has fashioned, oh God, to destroy us with, Lord, you will use the same thing to lift us up. In the mighty name of Jesus, we give you praise, we give you glory. We know that whatever the enemy meant for evil in our lives, because we love you, you turn it around for our good. And Lord, I declare double for all of our troubles. Double for our troubles. Double for our troubles. Double for our troubles. But I pray for Brother Carl and Sister Richard. Sister Richard, come. Lord, you will perfect all that concerns my brother. I curse that demon of depression. I curse that demon of depression. I curse it right now. I command you in the name of Jesus to take your hands off his life. In the mighty name of Jesus. And I use him as a point of contact for anyone else suffering depression, oh God. Lord, you reach out and touch. Only one touch, oh God. Only one touch, oh God. You heal them, oh God. From the crown of their heads, soles of their feet. Heal their brokenness, oh God. All of their brokenness. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Lord, for unity of mind and purpose between my sister Joanne and my brother Carl. Bless each and every one. In Jesus' mighty name. In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
Thank you, Father.
Yes, Lord.
Everyone get home safe, and we'll see you on December 15th.
Oh, watch out. Yes. He got me YouTube people.